Hey everyone, happy Friday. It's Patty from pspapercrafts, and we're going to make another fun fold. It's Fun Fold Friday. So we are going to make an easel card. This is so fun. It actually opens up and stands up like this. So when you're looking at it, this is what it looks like. So cute, right? So this, I got the measurements. There's a ton of easel cards. A lot of them open this way, and they have a little thing here. But this I found by Card Zen by Jen. It's Jennifer Blaschak. I hope I'm saying that right, Jennifer. And she called it a easel card with a twist, I think. So I thought it was fun. I just thought I would share it with you. For this card, I used this paper. I am like a turtle lover. People who know me know I love turtles. And when I saw this, I didn't really love it. I only bought the paper. I didn't buy the stamp. I'm honest with you. You know, as a turtle lover, there was something about it. But I think the paper is really cute. This is the paper, and you know, I did fussy cut it, but if you get the stamp set, you can stamp and die cut some of the turtles. So I thought this paper, I love this paper. And there's all these different turtles that you can fussy cut. And I don't know what it is, their neck, I don't know, there's something about it that just, I'm not loving, but they are cute. Like this guy is really cute with the balloon. So I thought I would make this for a kid's card. And they're very easy to fussy cut out. There's hats, and these are the ones doing the gardening, I guess, and out in nature. There's barbecue ones and riding bicycles. So there's, you know, all these different prints. And then I think that's it. The other side has the musical instruments, the stripes. This I love as well. I almost went with this, but I wanted kind of a smaller look here. So anyway, if you like it, it's great. If you don't, you could use something else. I was so excited when I saw it on stage. And then when I actually saw them, there's just something about them that I think it's the neck. I mean, he is cute. It's this right there that just, I don't know, doesn't sit well with me. But anyway, to each his own, right? I mean, people went gaga over this. So it stands up nice. I did get the sentiment from the Coneflower Celebrations. This is great because it has a happy belated birthday, and I can't wait to dig into this. But I thought It's Your Day was great for a kid's card. This has lots you can do with it. I've seen a lot of other demonstrators with it. You can do layers, and it's a coneflower, and I love coneflowers. They're so pretty. I did use, these came as part of the suite for the turtles. It's shades of green hexagons. So there's all these different shades of green, and I think that's it. So we are going to make, let's leave this guy sitting here watching us. And that's what I think is so cute about it. It just can sit up. I mean, you can stamp in here. I'm just going to write a message. So for the card we're making today, we are using the Sunrise Sailing stamp set. And then in the bundle, you get dies and this 3D hybrid embossing folder. So you can stamp this, you can die cut it along with other sailboats and clouds and all kinds of dies. It's really cool. But with this sailboat, you can emboss it. And we're going to do that today with the hybrid embossing folder. So you can stamp it, cut it, emboss it. And the cutting and embossing does all one layer. So it's really, or one pass through your machine. So we're using that. And then the paper we're using, we have a balmy blue card base. And then this is, let me get it. It is Full of Life Designer Series paper. And this is kind of this, just this fun, all these bright and fun patterns. And when I look to make a card that has water or sky or something like that, I always look through my Designer Series paper. And this is the one I chose. So there's a little bit of green on it, but I think that's okay. And then, you know, kind of the water and the sky. So I cut that. So these pieces are 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. My inside layer is also a white layer of 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. This one is 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. I have this, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. And then my balmy blue is 9 1/2 by 4. So what we're going to start with is getting our trimmer out, and we are going to score this on the 9.5 side over to 4. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the score line down here, and we're going to put the point up here, and we're going to score it diagonally from the score line to the point. Okay. And if you do this the wrong way, and I'm not sure if I'm doing it the right way, you can always fix it. You just bend it backwards. All right, so let's put this aside because we're going to use that again. So let's get our bone folder out. And we're going to fold it that way, and then this way. And then you're going to look at it. So that's wrong. So what you want it to do, I think I did it wrong every time, and I even have a picture, but it doesn't matter. You're just going to fold it back anyway. So what you really want is this way, and it will sit like this. Okay, that's the end result that you're looking for, and it can sit, you know, as high or as low as you want. All right, so we have that done, and then we have our 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and we're going to cut that diagonally. So that is going to fit here. So we want to go this way. Okay, so we're going to go point to point, and we want to start in the middle so we don't, you know, crash our points. So we're going to start in the middle and go up and down. All right, so we have those 2 pieces. I think we're done with this. So now what we want to do is adhere this and this, and then this is coming over here. If you want to put a white mat, you can. I did not do that. I usually do that, but I don't think I need it for this because we've got plenty of white here. So now we're going to adhere it down. We'll adhere these. And I probably should use liquid glue because we're going into these points, but I think it'll be okay. So you want one down here, and you want it to match this if you're using the same paper, or if you're using, like I used 2 different papers, it doesn't really matter. And if you have a paper that has a pattern, you want to make sure that the pattern is not sideways. So always, whatever card you make, you always want to make sure while you're cutting it that your pattern is going to be in the right direction. Okay, and then we're putting this up here. See how easy it is? It's a very easy card, and I think it's fun. It's a little bit of a different kind of easel card. And this is where the liquid glue would have come in handy to get it all nice and straight. And then let's put this one down. Right over here. And you want kind of an even border around it, and you want, you know, to eyeball it up here and down here to make sure it looks pretty much the same. Okay, and then I cut this. This is I used it for both cards. The arch, where is it? The everyday arches. So this has these amazing nesting arches, and I used the 5th one from the smallest to die cut this. Okay, and I use the same one for the cute little turtle guy. All right, so we're going to now stamp our sailboat. So I have the sail stamp mounted, and this is the large one. I've made a lot of cards just die cutting these smaller sails and the clouds. So you can die cut this, and then this will work with it. So you can die cut this one color, and then you can adhere it and have your sail a different color. So that's pretty cool. And these are nice. Then you have even the smaller sailboat. So there's a lot you can choose from. But we're going to stamp this very large one on a piece of scrap of white. and we're going to stamp it in Night of Navy, and then we'll, this is big, so I'm going to ink it up this way, and then we'll die cut it and emboss it. Oh, and we have to put a sail on it too. So let's do this. It's very dark. I think I just re-inked some of my ink pads. They're very dark. I'm also going to put a sail on it in Poppy Parade, and that is this stamp set, and this is really cool. We're not going to use it, but there's this water like it's, you know, trailing behind it. So this, I like a red, and I like Poppy Parade for this. So this is going to fit right in the sail. Just kind of line it up as best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Isn't that cute? I guess not cute. It's a masculine kind of card, right? Isn't that handsome? All right, so now we're going to get our die and our embossing folder. So again, this is the 3D embossing folder, and I want to see if I can show you. Let me do it with this, with part of this anyway. If you look at it, there's a sailboat, there's clouds, there's birds, and this will all emboss. If you put a sheet of paper in this, you're going to emboss the whole sheet of paper, and you can die cut the sailboat. We're only going to die cut the sailboat and worry about that, but I just wanted to show you that. So the dies, you're going to get your die, and you are going to line it up with the sailboat. So it should like kind of click in. So I've got my stamping up top. I've got the blade facing down. So this is your top. And then you're going to line up your paper. So this should lock in. You should feel it like where it doesn't move around. This, we're going to just lay it in and move it until it looks like it's in the right position. Okay, the key is to have the die in the right place though too. All right, and then we're going to close this up, and we're going to get our machine. I'm keeping it closed. I should have got my machine first. So we want to keep this closed, and we're going to use just our platform, the number 1, and then this specialty plate. I think it's a number 4. Okay, this is for our 3D folders, and it's going to die cut and emboss in one pass. Wait till you see the magic. It's really cool. So we're going to go right through. Take this off. Let's put this back. Let's open it up. So you'll see it has part of the water. Like if you had a bigger sheet, you'd have all these clouds, the birds, the water. It's really amazing. And then you could die cut this and put it, you know, on top of the full page if you wanted to. So here it is. I don't know if you can see it, but I can feel it. It's got, you know, the sail looks like it's puffed out. So we've got that. And we are going to put it right on here. I was thinking maybe we should put some birds on here. So let's get some of the birds. There's only 1. So if you die cut it, you get 3. But let's do 1 bird. And let me get a... and I'm thinking maybe we should stamp off to get a lighter color blue. You could do the balmy blue if you wanted to. But let's see how this is going to look. Yeah, I like that. So let's do just like that. Wondering if we should have done more. I probably should have put it somewhere else. No, I'm just going to leave it. We're just going to have 1. Okay. So now let's adhere this down with dimensionals. I'm thinking as we go. It does have all of this, you can see it from the back where it's embossed. But let's put some dimensionals on it. We'll pop it off of here, and then this will stick down flat. That's what I did with the other card. Let me cut some of these. Where's my scissors? I have these scissors. These are the old scissors we used to have when we used to have to cut. I don't know if you guys remember. We used to have to cut our stamps, the red rubber stamps. We'd get them and you'd have to cut them out. They were in a big thing and you'd have to cut around them and make sure you didn't have edges and all of that. That's what these scissors are from. So I use them for things with adhesive. I'm going to put one up here. You can use the mini glue dots. And do I have another one cut? You just don't want your glue dots, not your glue dots, your dimensionals. Am I calling them glue dots? You don't want them showing through. So let's take the backings off. So it's a very easy card, and I think it's, you know, it's a fun card. It'll sit nicely on a shelf. I always love that. You know, sometimes you make a card and it just opens up all the time. It doesn't sit well. What happened here? This one is kind of stuck. How could it be stuck? I'm going to take this one off. There's something not right with it. Let me just put that over here and we'll cut another one. It seems like maybe something happened, got stuck on top of it that wasn't a release paper. I don't know. All right. So let's put this down. And I love that red. And we'll put it right like this. Okay, and then that's going to sit here. We want to make sure we don't put glue back here, right? So we only want to put glue on the bottom. So let's do that. So I'm going to put my hand here. That's how I do it. And it's a little bumpy. So probably liquid glue would have been better, but that's okay. So let's put this right like this. Make sure there's no glue showing. Okay. Easy, right? And now what we want to do is our sentiment. And I wanted to make this a birthday card, as I said. So I'm taking the Simply Said, and I'm going to do birthday wishes. I already have it. So my decision is, do I want to do the Poppy Parade or the Night of Navy? And I think I might do the Poppy Parade just to make it match with the sale. So let's see, do I have a piece of paper? I do. And you can, I'm going to fussy cut it out like I did with the other card, but you can also use a die or just, you know, cut it straight across whatever size paper this is, however you want to do it. But I thought I would fussy cut it. Where are my other scissors? So we'll just cut and we'll easily just kind of go around. I kind of like to go up and down like this. So once you cut it out, you can kind of look at it, see if you have any points that you want to kind of smooth out a little bit. But, you know, nobody really looks that closely at it, so it's not a big deal. And then we want to put this, we want to put our white layer down. So if you were going to stamp, now's the time to stamp. I'm not going to stamp on my inside layer. So we're just going to put this down. And you want to have a border kind of around it. It's pretty, I'm thinking this could have gone a little bit wider than it is. But I think it's okay. All right, and then we want to figure out where we want this to sit. So we're going to put our birthday wishes And we're going to put this with dimensionals. So we need something that's sitting up a little bit so that it stays open. And I might do another cutting of this just to get right here. I want it to be nice and solid down there since the sailboat will be leaning on it. So we'll take off the backs. Okay, and then we just want to figure out where we want it. That looks good, right? Isn't that cute? So this is what it looks like facing you. So it could be sitting here, birthday wishes. And let's do some bling. I do have these. I wasn't sure what to put on it. And these are balmy blue. What are they called? Two-tone sparkle gems. So they're balmy blue and some kind of a pink. But I thought, you know, we've got the red in there, so I thought it would be okay. We do have the bird there, so I don't even know if we need them. But let's do one up here. I'm using the little ones. And then maybe a big one. You could put them here as well. Cute. I think it came out good. It's a good masculine card for a birthday. It could be great for a, you know, congratulations, the happy retirement. I think this is a good one. You're destined for great things. Graduation, you know. I think that's great. So these are the two cards. They are called a easel card, and some call it an easel card with a twist. And these are from my June calendar. So the 20th. I can't believe we're at the 20th already. And next week we're making a tent fold stepper card. This is my calendar. If you're interested in getting this each month, just register or subscribe to my email list. There's a link below. There's also a link below here with a project sheet with all the information on how to make this card, the measurements, the directions, all of that. And then for those of you who came to our spring fling, Anne Varillo and I are doing a summer stamp camp in August. So if you attended that, you know about it. But if not, if you'd like to join us, we'll be sending out in the next couple of weeks, we'll be sending out all the information for a stamp camp with us. So I hope you join us. Thanks so much for watching. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Have a good day. Bye.